All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Eastern Michigan Eagles' first off-season. And you can see South Carolina is your national champion for 2011. And your Heisman winner is someone we'll be following because we're going to follow all Heisman winners. That's Jason Allen from Ohio State. So what I've done is added him to our database. And we're going to see where he gets drafted and follow his pro career on Madden, which has all the real teams replaced by the teams in our fantasy football leagues. All right. So we finish 8-5. Looks like I'm safe as a coach, or rather Keron Day is safe. We won our bowl game, the Humanitarian Bowl. So let's go ahead and here we're going to say no. I learned this the hard way. This is a bug. If you say yes, then it doesn't import correctly because we haven't gone to players leaving yet. All right, Keron Day gets a contract extension, taking a team that was very bad and getting 8 wins with them. All right, this is only a 2-year deal, so not a huge vote of confidence. Basically, if we don't beat a rival, we'll get fired, it looks like. And we need to have a top 100 recruiting class, rather. I think we can probably do these things. Recruiting class might be pretty difficult, but we'll see where we end up with this one. All right, here's the coaching carousel. And it looks like Luke Whitmore has retired from Virginia Tech at the age of 65. You can see some of the top candidates there. The coordinators from Utah and Virginia Tech's own offense coordinator. And Ole Miss, his contract expired, but it looks like he's going to be rehired. All right. Let's see. Northern Illinois is one of our rivals. New coach. Okay, he signed an extension. I wonder if there's a way to look at our coordinators and see. Okay, let's go to Eastern Michigan. Keron Day extended. Okay. We got a B+ grade. All right. Let's get out of here. Okay, we can check out the coaching changes. Ooh, Akron fired both their head coach and their OC. Let's go to the MAC. Okay, Akron has Steve Keys as their new coach. Or actually as their new offensive coordinator. Jason Daniel is the new coach. And Steve Keys, who is now OC at Akron, was the former coach at Bowling Green, who was fired. So that's a demotion to go from coach of Bowling Green to offensive coordinator of Akron. All right, Kyle Owen replaces this Graber guy. All right, here's Eastern Michigan. Okay, so Keron Day is extended. How did I get Frank Johnson? I wonder how I can pick. If I can pick my offensive coordinator. It doesn't seem like I can. But B. Scott left for another job. Did he become a... I wonder where he ended up, B. Scott. Let's see. Okay. Offensive coordinator Frank Johnson replaces B. Scott. Nothing happened with our defensive coordinator. Do you think we'll find B. Scott somewhere? Can we sort by name? Yeah, we can. All right, Brandon Scott, our former offensive coordinator, is now the head coach of Western Kentucky. Congratulations, Brandon Scott. All right. Now let's look at our players leaving. Okay, Jay Caldwell, 72 overall, senior. Anthony Robbins, who had that big touchdown reception by breaking a tackle against Nevada, and also in the same game had an interception to seal the game. He graduates as a 66 overall. John Smith graduates, my senior free safety. Keron Day's son, Ben Day, he graduates. He had a rough year, injured for a lot of it, but came through in the bowl game, had over 100 yards rushing, and was named player of the game. Jared Sims, my speedy right end, graduates. Warren Turner, who you saw randomly playing some snaps as our fourth halfback. Maurice Williams, our sack leader with 8 sacks. He'll need to be replaced. Mark Smith, he was the other guy that was first team All-MAC defensive tackle, graduates. Avery Henderson, the left tackle, graduates. Ryan Slaughter, our middle linebacker. Jason Silva, so both defensive tackles, moving on. And all seniors, obviously no one's going pro, and no one wanted to transfer out. So let's go ahead and advance to the next stage. Yes, now I would like to do my draft class. Those are my old Minnesota draft classes, so we'll call this EMU 2011. Heck yes, we want to save that data. We've got to follow Heisman Trophy winner Jason Allen and see which team he gets drafted by. All right, let's see if anyone is interested in coming to play for Keron Day. Oh, we've got a halfback from Ohio State, Bo Gordon. Heck yes, 79. He's going to be the best player on our team. Okay, I do want to admit him. Let's see what he's like. Only got 2 carries last year, so he probably wants to get a little more playing time. He'll definitely find it here. 88 speed. That matches the outgoing seniors. 91 acceleration is pretty good. All right. Break tackle, 75. Guy can stay on the field. He's definitely going to be our best player. So we'll take Ohio State halfback Bo Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got our new starting back. Now I'm just going to click this again. It says admit, right? It's checked. So I assume that when I advance to the next stage, he's going to be there. All right, so far the best we've done is a 3-star defensive end. And fortunately, we just got a high caliber sophomore running back from Ohio State to transfer in. But we've got to we've got to do some recruiting. We've got to pick up the pace. So let's see what we can get. There are new recruits. Yes, we want to see them. It looks like we have room for 5 more on our board. Okay, there you can see Josh Hammond is going to play for Oklahoma. And let's see. All right, so Tommy Rich is new and uninterested in us. I wonder what's the best way to do this. Jerron Wade. We are not in his top 10. It seems as though none of these new recruits are that into us. But we'll go through and see. Okay, so we're sorted by interest level, and it's looking like these are the guys that we've already received commits from or that we already have targeted. Just trying to see if any of these new guys are remotely interested in us. We've got a 3-star strong safety, Chris Ford. We're not in this list, but theoretically wouldn't be out of the question. Alright, we got a 1-star Olb. Yeah. Okay, just looking for the new recruits. It looks like Zach Bennett is one of them at quarterback, but he's just about committed to Navy. Matt Weaver. Matt Dreamweaver. Pretty much committed to NC State. Orlando Garner. Keith Dudley is a new recruit. Alright, let's take a look at our team needs. We need a fullback. And we've targeted one, but we're probably going to have to get a walk-on for fullback. Let's see, on defense. Okay, so it seems like we have at least filled our roster for the most part, which means that there's not a whole lot of use in targeting 1-stars at this point. Check out Bo Gordon, the transfer being our best player by far. Alright, I'm just going to sort by interest and see what we've got around the positions. Got a couple quarterbacks targeted. And let's see, John Horner. Yeah, he's going to Alabama. How about this guy? Justin Sutton. It's a little room. He's got some kind of bum teams on there. He might be worth putting on the board. Justin Sutton. Alright. How about fullback? We've got one targeted. This guy is about to go to Kentucky. Where are we with this guy? Not even close. Okay. Alright, what about Chris Yaherd? Are there any at all that are interested in us? Almost doesn't even seem like it's worth wasting a scholarship. We're replacing a 55 overall fullback, so a walk-on will probably give us replacement level production. Oh look, Hammond. Aaron Hammond. He's going to North Carolina. Alright, what do we think? Guy, Stanford, okay. This guy's in his top 10. If I can convince him to come, I'll add him to my roster. Okay, we've got a 1-star interested in us. Kind of, yeah. But he's a 1-star. Let's see what he's got. Decent speed. I mean, for us. Can't really catch, though. Or run routes. Can we do better? Might not be a lot of options here. I'd love to get a guy like this. Cedric Miller. I've got Blair Guidry for another year, but tight ends do factor in pretty heavily to my offense. Last year I had backup center Josh Concepcion playing some snaps at tight end. So I could use some depth there. Alright, let's see this tackle. P.J. McQueen. He's a 2-star, so let's add him. Get some depth there. Okay, we've got a defensive end who's interested in us, but that's the one position we've been able to recruit, including a 3-star. Slow. Not good. Hit power's okay. Okay. We've got to replace a bunch of defensive tackles. We did get one, but he's only a 1-star. We've got a couple more in the pipeline here. How about this 4-star? Andy Joseph. What are the odds that we can pry him away from LSU's cold dead hands? Probably not good. Let's see, no one looks to be particularly interested. Can't remember what kind of depth I have there. How about this guy? Oh, he's already top 5. Well, they're going to get Dorsey, so LSU doesn't need 2 of them, right? Calm down, LSU. Ryan Slaughter graduated. Not sure who's going to replace him. Okay, we're pretty close on Eric Griffin. Our 2 corners that are starters are returning. We did lose our free safety, but we got Ross. No, we're targeting Ross Pace, but we're in 2nd place for him. Jarvis Lester. Almost committed to Bowling Green. Alright, I think I'm going to add Kevin Turner to my recruiting board just because of that see and play recognition, which is far superior to most of the prospects that are interested in us. Alright, so now we're at 35. And let's see what we can do to close the deal on some of these guys. Alright, this defensive tackle, Chris Houston, is up to 4th. He's a 3-star. We could really use him. We're 800 points behind. Who's his other offer? Illinois. So we're going against Illinois. Let's give him a full hour, see what we can do. All right, we're all in on Jared Tolbert because he is a 3-star quarterback, and we could definitely use that around here. Probably going to have Gabriel Hubbard start in his senior season, but after that, the cupboard is pretty thin. Pretty bare. All right, we got some recruits, including the 3-star quarterback, Jared Tolbert. That's great news. We got a 2-star halfback, a couple 1-stars. Oh, we ended up getting another 1-star quarterback. All right. Okay, we're up to 3rd on this 3-star defensive tackle. All right, we got a couple of wide receivers in week 2. Couple 2-star wide receivers, including a guy who's 6'5". Nice. Oh man, that 3-star defensive tackle went to Illinois. That's hard. All right, Eric Griffin finally committed. 2-star corner. Decent speed and acceleration for the Mac. Decent agility. Pretty bad coverage skills. But if he gets in the way of a pass, he might catch it. We're not out of it for Matt Wright. All right, we just got Eric Griffin, the Insta commit, 2 stars from Canada. Like your girlfriend. Chris McKenzie, you were... What happened? Did I miss a week of recruiting? Why are these guys 10th now? They were 2nd. Something goofy happened. I was in 2nd place for all these guys. And now I'm in 10th. Did I skip a recruiting week accidentally? Like, even these bum guys. I must have skipped a week. What? What is happening? Oh, I had this guy under wraps. So something weird happened and all my guys went from like 2nd to 10th. And I'm just wondering if it was because I was almost out of scholarships. Okay, they're all back up again. Somehow I missed a week. All right, I think I must have accidentally advanced a week without calling anybody, and that's why everyone dropped from 2nd to 10th. I'll have to go back to the video and see. But also, I never recovered from that. No more recruits signed. I also was only down to 1 scholarship, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. So let's take a look at our recruiting class. We were the 104th ranked recruiting class, which is not ideal. 2 3 stars, 8 2 stars, and 13 1 stars. At least one of the 3 stars was a quarterback. Just out of curiosity, I want to see where my guys ended up that I almost had. This guy, Chris McKenzie, I had in 2nd place until I whiffed on him. Kevin Turner, I can't believe I missed on. Oh well, they're not like good players. We never did get a fullback. Okay, I can't redshirt the quarterback. And I said he'd get solid playing time. Uh-oh. All right, we're here at position changes. I do have 1 athlete. See where he fits in. He was a 2-star athlete. Look at that. My Ohio State transfer is by far my best player. All right, let's see what we have. Oh, wow. Jared Tolbert is a 67. So before training, he's just as good as Gabriel Hubbard. And this other quarterback I got, Jonathan Sutherland, was a 47. I'm going to be leaning on Bo Gordon, I think. All right, Brad Langford, one of my recruits. Unfortunately, he's a JUCO, just a 62. My 2-star speed is only a 56. 84 speed is a speed back, I guess. Man, these 1-stars are even worse than I thought. Okay, 1 and 2-star recruits are way worse than I thought. Okay, I liked Calvin Carey because of his speed, and at 89, he is the fastest guy I have at wide receiver. But he's only a 51. This guy, 74 speed at wide receiver. Wow, my freshman 2-star tackle is my best one. Yikes. 44, you say? Okay, here's a guy I can redshirt. Alright, this left end is going to replace Maurice Williams. I'd hate to see what the walk-ons are. Mark Goolsby is a 51. So I do think my team is going to be worse this year thanks to that recruiting class. Both corners return with their 89 speed. And this guy's not too bad with 86 speed, Eric Griffin. Here's that 1-star Ross Pace that I worked so hard to get. He's a 45 overall. All right, our only athlete is 2-star athlete Stephen Wynn. He's got 90 speed. He's only a 56 overall. But that kind of speed is something that's pretty rare on this team. So, fairly agile, decent acceleration, low awareness. I think he projects to be either a wide receiver, corner, or safety. Given that 53 catching, I'm going to say he's not a wide receiver. Only 48 catch in traffic. 77 jump is okay. 54 tackling makes me think corner, not safety. And we've got decent press coverage and man coverage, zone coverage. Yeah, he's clearly supposed to be a corner, I think. And I'm guessing that that's going to be our best option for him, although that is not a position that we don't have a lot of depth at. Still, we don't have a lot of good players there. Yeah, corner is where he maximizes that glorious 56 overall. We'll make him a corner. And our best player is that transfer. All right, here's what I've been waiting for, the training results. Since we are unable to recruit very well, we had the 104th recruiting class. We really need Keron Day to coach these guys up. And so let's take a look at what he was able to do. We'll go position by position. Okay, so Gabriel Hubbard up 5 to a 72. And Julius Schmidt up 7 to a 71. We may have a little bit of a quarterback controversy on our hands. Now, I was very frustrated with Hubbard's lack of throw power last year. So let's see where he ended up with that. All right, both of them have the same throw power. And so does that doll guy. Hubbard is still more accurate. Hubbard is probably going to hold on to his starting position. I did get my 3-star quarterback, and that was Jared Tolbert. Anyway, I can't redshirt him, although given this landscape, I really wish I could. I just can't break that promise. If Hubbard is a senior, then maybe Schmidt starts next year, if he's still far better than Tolbert, and then I could redshirt Tolbert his sophomore year. But either way, I think that I'll have to keep Tolbert on the starting roster. All right, Bo Gordon. Not only did he transfer from Ohio State, but he went up 5 overall, and he's got 89 speed. He is clearly our best player, and we're just going to have to feed him the ball. I think we're going to be a run-heavy team this year. Adam Dowdell was our leading rusher last year, and he went up by 5 with that 80 speed up to 81. He was a surprise, but I think he's a solid backup still. Ooh, I love this for Bo Gordon. 81 break tackle, 94 acceleration. Let's get this guy the Heisman, folks. Going from Ohio State to Eastern Michigan, only to lead the team in every category. You love to see it. Now that's a storyline to follow, the Bo Gordon story. All right, my terrible fullback, Michael Clemens, went up 5 points. Was not able to get a fullback. Don't know why it said I needed one. It did not give me a walk-on fullback, so that's odd. Maybe I only need one, or maybe walk-ons are later. I don't know. Okay, my guy, Anthony Gillette, was my #1 receiver, at least my overall #1. Now he's got 86 speed. He can play a little bit. Jonathan Slater did not get any faster, but he did get better. And this guy redshirted. He did 5 overall as a redshirt. He'll become my 3rd receiver. Brandon Beck got in a couple of times. I think he came in to drop a couple passes, but he was mostly a special teams player. And you see that these, not so good. Not so good. If we need to cut players, we're probably going to cut those sub-80 speed wide receivers. All right, Blair Guidry was my leading receiver last year. And he returns as a 70. McNeil and Riley were redshirted. They did a pretty good job training up in their redshirt year. All right, just need Guidry to stay healthy. Okay, left tackle, we're replacing a graduating senior. So it looks like it's Patrick Williams' job. Left guard, Jonathan Browning returns, up 4. My center was the only player to get an officially recorded pancake, even though you and I both saw in the videos many pancakes. But up 6 points to a 71 overall, we'll take it. And my guy, Josh Concepcion, up to a 62. Not sure if he'll be playing any backup tight end this year. Isaiah Watson. Looks like we're kind of, what are we, 70s across? No, 63 at left tackle. That'll be kind of bad. 76 there, 71 there, 72, and how about my right tackle? 74. All right, we've got a mostly average, C-average offensive line. All right, Dorsey gets 4 points here, but we'll have to check and see the guy that I recruited, if Roger Dennis is going to be the starter there. Oh, right end is a problem, so it looks like one way or another one of my recruits is going to be playing, although Lumpkin has good speed for a right end. Okay, we lost our 2 starting defensive tackles as seniors. Their replacements are in the 60s. We're a little short-handed at defensive tackle. DJ Singletary is now a 69. Not very fast, though. Okay, we have to replace Ryan Sargent Slaughter at middle linebacker. Maybe Blake Clark is the guy to do it. Jeremy Heath, our leading tackler, comes back, and he is up to 80 speed. And overall a 73. I think he'll be our leading tackler again, most likely. Okay, Brian Carter and David Griffith both got to 90 speed. These guys were routinely burned deep, especially against the big-name schools. Okay, Bernard Washington has 91 speed. This guy is probably going to get cut if we need to cut players. And I just got a new corner with good speed, that our athlete, Stephen Wynn. Okay, 87 speed is pretty good for Kyle Holly. I mean, decent for a free safety, replacing Captain John Smith, graduated. This guy, that is way too slow to be a safety. All right, we've got 87 speed here. Calvin McIntosh was the hero of our bowl game. The only player on my team to have a defensive touchdown, got it at a crucial time, a 51-yard pick six. All right, John Butler is slow. I wonder if Jason Miller will play a little backup for both safety positions with that 85 speed. All right, Kyle Allen returns to kick. Stiegel. He got 7 points red shirting. That's not bad. Let's check the kick power. That's my biggest thing. All right, Kyle Allen went up incredibly 6 points in kick power. I mean, that should put him closer to 40 yards for a range as opposed to 30. And then Stiegel, he's up there to 72. Not too shabby. He could probably take over next year if we don't find a better kicker. And our active punter, Stephen Higgins, up 5 from training. Let's see what his kick power is at. 74. Not sure if he's ready to take over kickoff duties, but should help a little bit if he's punting a lot. All right, and those are the training results. Not too bad. All right, we're at the cut player stage. And let's see, will it let me do it? Oh man, we are way over, way over. So we had a huge recruiting class, but most of them are probably dudes we're going to cut. So I think I need to probably get their screenshot their profile photos first before I cut them, because we'll never see them again. Let's go position by position. We got to cut 12 guys. Got plenty of quarterbacks. Like Richard Gutierrez, he's never going to play, right? Like, he's a senior. We can easily get rid of him. Plus, I already have his profile picture saved. I thought he was a senior last year. Did I redshirt him? I don't know. All right, what am I looking for? Throw power 69. Yeah, you gotta go. Richard Gutierrez, we hardly knew you. All right, let's look at some of the other positions. A 79 speed on a running back. Not my favorite, but also terrible agility and acceleration. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to... We're going to save your screenshot. All right. Andy Horton, thank you for your interest in our program. Unfortunately, we're going to have to cancel your scholarship. You're going to need to come up with $80,000. All right, let's move on. Pipeline purposes. Okay, so honestly, getting a walk-on as a 40, although his speed is horrible, I mean, like, that's not much worse than getting a 1-star. I would cut one of those guys if I could. All right, let's see. I have so many wide receivers. All right. Brian Ford, I believe I already have your profile picture. And your 74 speed is not going to cut it. You see what I did there? At wide receiver. All right, David Turner. Likewise, we have faster guys than you. And I believe I already have your profile photo. All right, so hopefully we got some guys that we can redshirt here. And maybe some fodder for cutting later. All right. 55 speed. Nigel Mills, what you doing, buddy? You are not good. What are you good at? Let's see. Maybe you can catch. Can you catch? You're not horrible at catching. All right. What do you got? Do you got blocking? A little bit, but not enough. So Nigel Mills, I'm sorry. I'm going to need to get your profile picture and your badges and your playbook. Gonna screenshot you for posterity. But you did not make the team. All right. So a 60 speed tight end. I've got a couple of younger guys that are much faster and better. Kevin Cole says you're a blocking tight end. Let's see how good you are at that before I cut you. Kind of wish like the relevant stats were grouped near the player. Let's see. Obviously I missed it. Okay, I missed it again. All right. Slow. Not very strong. Not very aware. Can't run over people. Can catch better than that Hall guy, but not great. I do think the route running's pretty good. This Hall guy is way worse. I wonder if I should cut him. Well, except for the speed is so bad. All right, let's see how he blocks. If I can find it. Release. Okay. Okay, he's a good blocker. 65 overall. He's better than this Michael Hall guy. So I wonder if I should keep Cole. Oh, but Michael Hall has 83 speed, by far my fastest guy. Okay, I'm going to have to come back to this decision. Let's see what else we got. Don't have enough of those to cut anybody. Oh, there was my... That was my recruit. He's pretty good. I wonder if I want to start him. Well, I could probably redshirt him. Build him up a little bit. Okay, not enough guys there. Okay, what about center? I don't think I need 4 centers. Let's go to blocking and see. Okay, obviously pass blocking and run blocking, all that should be after all the offensive stats and defensive stats. Okay, let's see. 72, 73, 65. He is already just about the same as Chris Lake, who I could redshirt. So I could conceivably just piece out Scott Willis. And I guess that would mean like Concepcion would start next year. Lake would be the backup and then become the starter. Let's see what else we got. Remember, we got to come back to those. Can't change anything there. I don't think we really can afford to lose any right tackles. Okay, we have some left ends. Not very many write-ins. Not very many DTACs. Okay. Yikes. James McRae has 90 speed. Eric Griffin, 86 speed. Stephen Wynn, my athlete, has 90 speed. Is that guy? Okay, both of those guys can be redshirted, so I think. Why is Eric Griffin white? Even though I'm not on him. I don't know what that's about. Is it a suggestion? Are they suggesting I cut Eric Griffin? Maybe. Okay, Robert Simmons is pretty slow, but I don't have a ton of safeties. I don't want to lose any kickers. Alright. This is going to be harder than I thought, even though I have a lot of bad players. We can probably lose this quarterback. Let's see. And to think I fought Western Michigan for him. Did I miss throw power? I think I did. 69. Yeah. Sorry, Jonathan. We're going to take your picture, and then we're going to send you on your way. All these pictures of the cut recruits are going to say SPAR. 4 quarterbacks. I can't redshirt any of them. Not without breaking a promise. Probably want to... Crumb is probably not good, but I feel like I can do better. I've got to cut 6 more guys. This guy, Victor Cabral, only has 81 speed. He's a senior. He's not going to play. Right. So let's get rid of him. I already have his picture. 75 to go. All right. Stewart guy. Why is he so slow? What does he do well? Catching is pretty decent, I guess, for a freshman. Is he a freshman? I think so. Yeah. Catching traffic, no good. This guy below him, Bray, has speed, but is not very good at anything else. Alright, what about blocking? Maybe this guy could be converted to a tight end in the future. Nope. Okay, let's see. Adam Stewart versus Jonathan Bray. Stewart's slower. I feel like Bray had worse awareness. Let's see the catching stats. He cannot juke to save his life. Can hold the ball a little better. Way worse at catching. Not very good at spectacular catch. Can sort of catch in traffic. Bad route runner. I think Jonathan Bray is going to have to go despite his speed. Might have to keep the Canadian instead. Surely there's a way to find 5 other guys though, right? There were a couple we were thinking about. Oh yeah, what about Cole? Cole has 60 for speed. He was the one that could block a little bit, right? I don't think that's going to make up for his 60 speed. This is a guy, though, maybe he should go to fullback. How fast are my fullbacks? 70 and 60. That guy's number is 0. Number of snaps he's going to play. Okay, I feel like I'm heavy in skill position players. So I should probably get rid of Cole. And then maybe one of those wide receivers. Kevin Cole, we recruited you. We thought you'd be better. 6'5", 245. I like how big you are, but alas, you're not athletic enough to play for the Eastern Michigan Eagles. All right, where was that wide receiver? Wait a second, what about Kyle Rogers? What's he do? A little faster than those two freshmen. Not nearly as agile. Better acceleration. Can you catch the ball? You can't hold the ball. 66. Oh my goodness. Neither can those junior wide receivers. 55 catching. See, my last guy has 55 catching also. And route running. The only thing that Carey has going for him is speed, but it's only a little bit more. One more than Rogers. What about acceleration? Where's that? Why isn't that in here? Here it is. Okay, he also doesn't have as much acceleration as Rogers. I think Carey's a worse route runner too. Is that right? Yeah. I think Calvin Carey's got to go. Sorry, bro. You're a junior. And you still don't know how to play football. You will be going down in history, Eastern Michigan history, as being part of our first recruiting class. So you do have that going for you. But a roster position is not in the works. All right, we got to find 3 more players to cut. Let's check out all the positions. Okay. Can't really get rid of those guys because of roster numbers. Maybe a corner. Let's see. Got 2 senior corners. They'll be replaced by Washington and maybe Williams and maybe Stephen Wynn by then. Probably Stephen Wynn. And Washington will be next year's corners. I don't know. I kind of want to keep these guys. What can McCray do other than be fast? He can break tackles. Okay. Let's see. Can't catch, so he's not going to intercept it. Griffin can, though. Okay. Press coverage. Oh, no, it's play recognition. Man coverage 53. Zone coverage 55. Press 50. Yeah. James McCray cannot play. He's just fast, but he can't play. And he's a junior. Good enough to be an Eagle in 2011, but not good enough in 2012. It happens when a team is improving. I know I have a lot of corners, but I just want to keep them all now. I really want to keep Simmons so I can redshirt Ross Pace. Because I do like that Pace has a little bit of speed. Do you guys think I should I get rid of my kicker and just replace him with the backup? I don't know. I mean, they're pretty close. All right, this guy, John Butler's too slow. Will I still be within the roster limits if I cut him? Not great at coverage. McIntosh isn't too bad as I'm looking at those numbers. Oh, pursuit is terrible for Jason Miller, though. Like, I don't care if he's fast. If he can't be smart enough to make the right angle. Oh, but that 75 speed is so slow. Oh my goodness. How close are these guys? I would kind of love to have a decent kicker, so I don't really want to cut Kyle Allen yet. 74 and 72, 81 accuracy is a big boost over the other guy. This is hard. Oh, that guy was a JUCO. I don't know why we're required to have 2 fullbacks. I mean, most people would be like, dude, cut the guys in the 50s, right? Like, that should be a no-brainer. All right, Scott Riley is way slower than Michael Hall. What was the blocking? Oh, he's a good blocker. He's a great run blocker, actually. Okay. I don't want to get rid of Scott Riley. Plus, he's only a freshman, so gotta find 2 more guys. Oh, I think we said we could cut a center, right? Let's cut Scott Willis. 1 guy left to cut. Look at all these freshmen. All right, 60 speed. Let's see if this guy has any hope of ever playing. Only 58 tackling, 58 power moves. No, 67 power moves, 58 hit power. 63 finesse. No, this Dorsey guy is bad at that. Block shedding. Gotta remember, I only have 2 right ends, so it's not like I'm overloaded. I have 6 defensive ends in all. Although, one of them is really bad, right? I don't have to keep Pete Lester, do I? 69 speed, 37 finesse moves, 35 power moves. Man, Pete Lester's terrible. Okay. Hopefully they'll let me do this. Oh no! I'll lose my pipeline to Indiana. This is terrible. I don't want to keep Pete Lester for that. Good Lord. I mean, I can definitely cut a Michigan guy. Where am I going to get this last guy? I thought I had it with Pete Lester. Who am I kidding? Like, is a guy running back with 84 or 83 speed even worth it? Because I could have Gordon, Dowdell, and Crum as my 3 guys. And Barrett could be red-shirted. Oh. Langford's only got 76 acceleration. It's not very good. He's probably better than Pete Lester, but Pete Lester's from Indiana, so we need him. We need to keep that pipeline. All right, I'm going to get rid of Brad Langford. We need to take his picture, take his playbook, take his tuition, take his scholarship away. It's Cutthroat in Eastern Michigan. He's a junior, too. All right, we did it, folks. We got to 70. Let's advance to the next stage. All right, custom conferences, I'm not going to do anything with. I'm just going to stay in the MAC. Leave it the way it is. I feel like bad things could happen if I mess with that. I don't know what the BCS Bowl tie-in's in. Yeah, whatever. I'll leave that alone as well. So menacing that it's auto-saving even though I didn't change anything. All right, we're going to set up the recruiting board. And we get to create 1 prospect per year. And these are going to be first the guys that are from the Fantasy Football League who have indicated to me that they want to be a prospect. Kind of just going in the same order as when I started that last franchise. Josh Hammond was made last year. He was recruited by Oklahoma, so we'll see him on the Sooners this year. We're going to go with quarterback Adam Franson, and we'll probably skip most of this time. We'll do a little editing and fast forward you to the... All right, remember, we're trying to get him to an 85. I think he's going to be more of a pocket passer type. So we'll give him a little bit of speed, but not like a crazy amount. And we want him to have a strong arm. All right, Adam Franson is added to the recruiting board. And he's a player we're going to follow. Regardless of where he ends up in college, we'll follow him through college and the pros. Just like Josh Hammond. And now Coach Keron Day is going to set up his recruiting board. I'm actually going to back out of this for a minute. I want to see if it will tell me yet what my overall is for my team. Wait, is he a red shirt? I didn't redshirt him. Oh no! Oh no, I forgot that transfers have to redshirt a year back in the day. Oh no. It looks like it's Dowdell's team then. What a bummer. Let's set up our recruiting board. I need a strong safety and a defensive tackle, it says. Let's see who Adam Franson wants. Somehow he doesn't want to go to Eastern Michigan. We'll change your mind, buddy. Okay, here we go. We've got a 4-star athlete, folks. Mike Hicks. And you know what I think I'm going to do is just take like the top 10 players. See if I can move the needle with any of them. Last year I needed a lot of players, so I put a lot of players on the board. But let's just try this. All right, what it said I needed a strong safety and defensive tackle. There's a defensive tackle. Justin Parker. All right, let's add him. I was so psyched to have that Ohio State transfer. He was like an 84. Now he's got a red shirt a year, so he'll probably be like a 90 when I finally get to use him, or close to it. John Smith to replace the departed John Smith. That guy was a free safety, though. I'm kind of feel okay at quarterback. I mean, not great, but like I'm not at the place where I'm going to get a 4 or 5-star quarterback anyway. I don't know why all these wide receivers want to play for me. I'm always a sucker for corners. And this guy, Ted Taylor, we could work with him. Oh, I like that speed on this linebacker. Don't love the play recognition for a middle linebacker. But beggars can't be choosers, you know? Let's see. Randall Cunningham's son. Nope. I kind of wish that my team was good so I could get good players, but as long as we can get more 3s and 2s, 3s than 2s, more 4s than 3s. I don't want any more 1s this year. Quick first step from Tom Fleming. Decent power moves. Alright, I've got 11. Said I would do 10. Alright, let's redshirt some players. I can't redshirt him. Wait, did I unredshirt him? Ooh. I think I unredshirted him. I hope I can use him. Alright, let's redshirt Chris Barrett. Alright, let's redshirt this bum backup fullback. And our 2 freshman receivers. Do you think I should redshirt Brandon Beck as well? I mean, might as well. He's not very good. He could develop a little bit. He's still on the team. Let's redshirt him. All right, Patrick Williams looking to start. Maybe Tyler Bennett can learn behind him. Oh, look. Joel Gonzalez with an S. Sidney Gonzalez with a Z. Gonzalez with a Z is going to redshirt. Chris Lake is a future starter, maybe. I mean, unless my recruiting gets really good. I want to maybe keep Roger Dennis. He's probably going to start on the other side, yes. And Gilmore and Cody can redshirt. These freshmen are nowhere near close to playing. And maybe never will. Alright, Stephen Wynn, you are my project player. My athlete who was 2 stars, making you a corner with 90 speed. We're going to check in on you after you develop a little bit. Alright, I think that's it. Let's see. Auto reorder. Let's see what they've got for us. Hubbard, Schmidt, and Tolbert. Oh, man. It does look like they made me redshirt that transfer. Dowdell was our best player, best running back last year. He'll move into the starting role. Concepcion is 3rd string fullback. Okay, Slater moves up. I don't know about Bernard Washington. Don't I have more wide receivers than this? I wish I just told you which ones were red shirts. Wait, Kyle Rogers. He's a wide receiver, right? Hall with McNeil. I don't like how this works. It's kind of confusing. Look at Gonzalez as a... Wonder if I want to just swap him in there. I think I do, if he's better. Joel Gonzalez, better than Patrick Williams. Gotta have my guy Concepcion in there. Alright, this is where I have to figure out what I want to do. Roger Dennis was my 3-star recruit, but he is slow and unaware. But he could maybe be situational, get in there for some plays in relief. Let's see what he can do. He's got a great power moves rating of 74. All of these are better than Dorsey. It's just the speed, but it's such a significant difference in speed. Let's start him. If I don't like it, I'll switch it back. Dennis, Dorsey, Witherspoon. Lumpkin, Dorsey, Witherspoon. All right, not a great defensive line. And then not much better in the middle. Okay. We'll see what happens. Witherspoon's the backup of the ages. Returning both corners. Who is my third corner? Oh, Warren Turner. He graduated. I don't know if I want... Do I really want Mike Williams to be my fourth corner? Do I not have a better option than that? Jason Williams? I feel like that's probably better. Win will come later. Mike Williams is really my best option at strong or at free safety. This is grim, guys. This is grim. 55 and 67. Brian Carter back to return kicks again. I like that. He was decent enough. Not really, but he looks better this year. He's faster. I wonder if there's anything less consequential than our long snapper. The fact that we have to look at this on the depth chart. It's crazy to me. And in college, they don't even have third down running back. They've got long snapper. All right. Strength of schedule is currently an F. We're going to try to make it as close to an A as we can. We took on Alabama last year, but we do have to take on Oklahoma because that's where Josh Hammond went. And I do have Michigan and Michigan State that I've got to play as well. Oklahoma's number 5. That's a good way to start. Can I get my Michigans in? I'd like to play the entire state of Michigan. We can get Michigan State there. We beat them last year. Played them for the colors. Guys, I gotta get Oklahoma. We gotta play against Josh Hammond. We might have to give up on the all Michigan schedule. Michigan will accuse us of ducking them, but Oklahoma's a better team anyway. Okay, that only puts us up to a C. Any higher? What's going on in week 1? Georgia, Boise State. We could play on the blue field again. We're a champion on the blue field, so let's try that. Okay, that puts us up to a B. Okay, so we're starting with ranked teams. Should be fun. All right, we're going to go to the start of the season and then take a break as we do the 2011 Madden season, with the NFC being all of the teams from the Scuffle Immersion, the 12 current teams plus 4 defunct teams in the NFC South, and all of the AFC teams being the Scuffle Dynasty teams, the 12 current teams plus the four defunct teams in the AFC South. All right, last year in the preseason, we were the 119th out of 120th ranked team. This year, we are 77th. Although we're still a D overall. Special teams looking pretty good, though. All right, and we'll get our first look at wide receiver Josh Hammond, who is the third best receiver as a freshman on the Oklahoma Sooners. So we'll get his picture taken. There we go. And remember, I forgot to change his release. So although he's an 85 overall, I think it's going to be difficult for him to get off the line of scrimmage. See where it was. I don't know why release isn't with the other ones. Yeah, he only has 40 for release. Why is release between press rating and pass blocking and not with the receiving stats? It's probably why I missed it the first time when I was making him. But at 5'9", 170, not being able to get off the line might be challenging. He'll have to make up for it with his speed and agility. Just like we'll monitor all the Eastern Michigan Eagles, we'll also be following the career of Josh Hammond. So stay tuned for that.